Hi, if you're watching this video, that means one thing has happened. The Wi-Fi is down, and Mike probably has a silly look on his face at the front of the room. But don't despair. We have these videos in place that we can run off the desktop just in case the Wi-Fi does go out. Once it kicks back in, we'll get on with the hands-on work with the tools. But at least we can see a demo of the software and how it works. This part of the discussion is Google reverse image and verification resources. You can find those online at the bit.ly address, bit.ly/SPJ Google Tools. That will take you to this training page. And at the very top, you see reverse image search in the upper right-hand corner here. It may be under your More menu if you have a smaller browser width. And if you go to the reverse image page, it's got links to Google's reverse image lookup, images.google.com. And also TinEye, which is a good reverse image lookup tool, tineye.com, and the verification handbook, verificationhandbook.com. Down here at the bottom, it's got some photos that you can use if you're training your newsroom or your staff your students on how to fact check photos. And you can just drag and drop these off to your desktop if you want. Fact checking photos is an important step. Sometimes when you're working with Photoshop and looking and editing images, it'll jump out at you. Someone's doctored this photo. In this case, someone's layered this poor guy with his beer in 3 times in the background of this soccer match, so you could see it would appear to be a larger crowd. But other times it's not always so obvious, and this is an example from the Time Magazine newsfeed blog. This isn't a doctored photo, but it's a photo from 1976 that someone scanned in and sent out during a during a tornado warning in Brooklyn in 2010. And it fooled this producer, Stephen James Snyder, into running the photo and writing a little blurb about it because there had been a tornado warning in Brooklyn that day. But this tornado that was floating around on social media was retweeted by a lot of media outlets, among others. Had this Statue of Liberty, had the tornado in it, but this photo is actually from 1976. And they actually interviewed the guy who tweeted this photo out. He said he was just doing it as a prank on his friends. So not cool. So anyway, it's not always obvious sometimes whether or not a photo is real or fake, and that's why we use Google reverse image lookup, which is a good way to fact check and see if a photo's been posted before, when it's been posted, and maybe who it's been posted by. Or if it doesn't show up at all, you might want to do a little more due diligence and contact the person who's sharing that photo online. We have 2 photos here. One on the right is of a shark swimming down the streets of New Jersey not long after Hurricane Sandy hit. The other one is of a beach ball running wild through the streets of London. So we're going to fact check those 2 photos and see if they're real, just as we saw in the video that Google provided us where they fact checked the photo of the ice storm in Chicago. So to do that, we go to images.google.com right here, and you can click on the little camera icon. And in the training video, they showed you can cut and paste the image of a URL, or you can upload image from a URL by clicking Choose File right here, or you can just drag and drop the photo in, which is always a good option. I'm going to drag the beach ball in first. And that one, when I first saw that photo, I thought it was a fake photo. Giant beach ball running wild in the streets of London. Well, we get our results here. It gives you the height and width of the photo, width and height of the photo. Gives you a search term for the photo, and also links to a couple of stories here. Also some photos here, and this is a very encouraging sign that it may be real. That shows the beach ball in various states, on display, dying a slow death in this pool of water, and so on, laying on the street, so to speak. And then as you roll down here, of course, the Mirror, the Guardian, the Metro, several other media outlets did report that a giant beach ball had blown off its stand in downtown area here and was blowing around through the streets in this heavy windstorm. So this photo, as unreal as it may seem, is fact. So it's good to fact check though and make sure you're not getting fooled by some bad Photoshop. The other one, the sharks, we'll take a look here, and we can drag and drop the image in. And this one I was very skeptical of, and we'll see why in just a minute. Width and height of the photo itself. Yeah, it had a couple of news stories here. Has photos of some other sharks swimming around in the streets of various cities. And then you get down here, you start to see things from Snopes.com and 10 fake photos of Hurricane Sandy that went viral. And, sometimes you see things that are shared quite a bit on social media and you think, oh, they must have been confirmed then. Don't always assume that. You always want to double check your facts and see if it's right or not. And again, Sandy memes, this is a big red flag here that this photo is not real. It's been photoshopped. So if you do a fact check on a photo and nothing shows up, I tend to want to reach out to that person that posted the photo and ask them a little more about where they got it. Did they shoot it themselves? Do they have other photos from that photo shoot that they can show us, to back up their story on, yes, this photo is real or not. And 9 times out of 10, people will tell you, oh no, I put it up as a prank. So that type of thing. So do your due diligence as a journalist and fact check those photos. TinEye is another good tool. I use it kind of as my backup to Google reverse image search. It's a little different database, a little different search algorithm. Sometimes if I don't find something in the Google one, sometimes it will show up in TinEye. It just is a good backup plan for you. And both of these tools have Google Chrome extensions that you can go and search for and put right up here in your little extensions toolbar. And you can fact check the photos by dragging them right into the app. Up here, you don't even have to call up the web address. I did want to mention one other tool. That's Verification Handbook, verificationhandbook.com. If you're in a newsroom and you have interns or young staffers who are touching social media accounts or doing web production, require them to read this. I make it required reading in all my journalism classes. Hit this button here that says read the book at verificationhandbook.com. This is Craig Silverman's book. Craig works at BuzzFeed News. He's also worked with the Poynter Institute. He's done a lot on verification and debunking fake news. As you can see here, there are 10 different chapters. They are very short, and they give you these short little case studies on how to verify video, verify images, how to handle information during emergencies and fake news that may be spreading in various places. It also has a little link at the end called Verification Tools, which offers a lot of really, really good fact-checking tools. So verificationhandbook.com, again, it's free, and I would strongly advise that you have all of your young staffers use this and read this before they touch any social media account or any web page. That's it. Thanks.